that's right. It's a big sign. It's got a big sign.
Evening. Hello. I appreciate everyone coming out through the wind and the rain and the storms and the hurricanes and the tornadoes and everything like that. We're going to go ahead and get started. We've just given a few more minutes. There was another event in town this evening, and I'm just hoping to give people enough time to get from there to here. But it is 10 after, so we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Jeremiah Hunter. I'm the chairman of the Longview Tea Party group called We the People, and I appreciate everyone coming out. We have a real treat here tonight. We have Mrs. Trayce Bradford, who is the president of the Texas Eagle Forum. And yes, I did say a treat. And we're really looking forward to hearing what she has to say. And I'm sorry, Bob, that hat has got to go. Oh my goodness. I'm kidding with him. I just noticed what that said. Bob said here was the hat that says NAACP. Wow. That's okay. That just totally took me off guard. Okay. Yeah, no. I guess he just, okay. All right, focusing back in now. So, wow. I'm sorry, Bob. That just really threw me. Okay. Yes, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, we got Trayce Bradford here, and really looking forward to what she has to say. She's going to be presenting the TEF's legislative priorities for the upcoming session of the Texas Legislature, which starts next month. Can you believe it's already been 2 years since the start of the last one? Time just keeps flying. But first, I want to, if everybody would stand, let's open with prayer, and then we'll do the pledges to the United States and Texas flag. Lord God, thank you for bringing everybody here this evening. We ask you to be in our midst. And we ask you to be with those that couldn't be here. And we thank you for the freedoms that we still have to gather freely and associate with those that we want to. We thank you for those freedoms. And we ask you to be with us this evening and keep everybody safe as they go home and keep us all well until we meet again. And it's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. All right, if you join me in the pledge to the United States flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the pledge to the flag of the great state of Texas. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. You can be seated. All right, just a few quick announcements. If we have anyone here who this is your first time attending, I want to give a special thank you for being here. We have, in the back, we have an information packet right next to the clipboard where you can sign up for our email list and our phone tree. That is the primary way by which we distribute information about our upcoming meetings, topics, and upcoming events as well. So there's a big sign there by the door, so sign up for Longview Tea Party. Feel free to sign up there, and the packets are right next to that. We also have pocket constitutions there if you would like one. Also, that whole table back there has a whole lot of other information sheets, just some various things. Voter registration cards if you haven't registered to vote. I know we just had an election, but guess what, folks? We have another election coming up in May, which is our municipal elections. So the elections around here are never far around the bend. So anyway, just check out the table there. We got some information from Heritage Action for America, their Sentinel program. Really encourage you to look that up. And let's see if I'm missing anything else. There's also bumper stickers on the outside table if you want to grab one out there. So anyway, any new people here, really appreciate you coming. We also have donation boxes by the back door, the cardboard boxes there on the side of the door. Our group is entirely run on donations. Everyone involved with the leadership of the group, we are all volunteers. But we still do have some expenses that are incurred every month, like for hosting our website, our email campaigns, and things of that nature. And so if you could help us out with any donations, we'd really appreciate that. There is also a box for the church. The church graciously provides the usage of this space, and so and they don't charge us, but if you could show your appreciation for them by maybe throwing a few dollars their way, that would be great as well. Okay, just a few quick things, and then we'll get Mrs. Bradford up here. I just want to get the monkey out of the room. Trump won. Okay? I know as, even though us as a group, we do not endorse candidates, we can still, just get that out of the way. But as the importance of our group is education and empowerment of local activists, and I do want to say, just because we have now finished with the federal election, okay, the work is never over. Do not unplug, do not disengage from the process, okay? It is just as important to stay involved, because now we have the, as I mentioned before, the state legislature is going into session in just a couple of weeks here, about 4 weeks, I guess. And so that presents a whole another, set of issues to deal with and government officials to stay on top of. And so stay plugged in, okay? And here at the local level, there's always things going on with city and county government that we have to stay plugged in with, keep our local officials accountable, okay? Just because the federal election is over, please don't unplug. And the purpose of our group here is to try to bring you information that can help you with those things. And especially this spring, my goal is to present programs that can help all of you with information at the local and state level of things that you can do as an engaged citizen to help affect the process. A quick website I wanted to plug in regards to that is LoneStarVoiceOnline.net. I'll be putting that up on our Facebook page a little bit later. That is a website that I have been introduced to that is going to be especially useful during the legislative session. It is going to be presenting what is happening with the legislature from a purely fact-based perspective. Just saying, just calling it like it is. This is what happened, this is what didn't happen. There's no editorializing, none of that. It's just straight news of exactly what is happening, so that us as citizens who are not in Austin, and we're not on the ground there in Austin, we can still stay apprised of what's going on. So just wanted to plug that again. That was LoneStarVoiceOnline.net, not .com. Okay, a couple other quick things. As I mentioned, there was another event tonight, and I didn't mention it. It's Jay Dean, who is our state representative-elect for House District 7. He was having a town hall over at, was it at Maui? That was tonight. He's having another one tomorrow night, and then 2 next week as well. And you can go, I guess his website or his Facebook would have some of that information. Whether he was your candidate or not, you need to stay engaged with him, okay? I just want to encourage you to do that, because he is now our representative in the legislature. So he's providing his opportunities for you to meet with him and ask him questions or tell him what's on your mind, what it is you'd like to see him do. Okay, so I encourage you to find out where those other meetings are. I'm sorry I didn't write them down ahead of time. Are they in the newspaper? Okay. Okay, fantastic. Lantana tomorrow? Okay, the Lantana Activity Center in Gilmer, if you would like to go, is tomorrow night. And then, again, there's also 2 meetings next week, Monday and Tuesday next week. Something else I wanted to mention, and this is for those of us who like to get really involved. The Electoral College is meeting on December 19th in Austin. That is the day when the actual election for president will take place. If you know your civics, you know that the votes that we cast on November 5th, no, 8th, whatever it was. My mind can already not even comprehend what that was. We were actually voting for an elector, not the president, if you like to get down in the weeds on it. And so if you would like to observe the actual election for president, you can go to Austin on December 19th. I am hoping to go. I'm not 100%, but I'm really hoping to go. Those of you who know Marty Rhymes locally, she is our elector for House District 1, for Lou Gomert's district. She is the person who will be casting the ballot for our district. And anyway, so if you know her, you can reach out to her if you have any questions. Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw her, but anyway, maybe she'll be in here in a little bit. But anyway, that's just something fun that you might consider if you want a random road trip to Austin. If nothing else, you go see the state capitol, which is all decked out in Christmas decorations, and I hear it's pretty amazing. Don't they have like a 30-foot high Christmas tree in the House chamber? Something like that. I've seen pictures enough to know it's a really, they really go all out for that. So anyway, and then I did mention, the legislature's swearing-in date is January 10th. If you would like to actually go down there and observe that, that's great. But also, they do broadcast those on the internet. The state legislature has their websites, and you can watch everything that goes on in the House chamber. You can watch it online, Senate chamber too, I should say, both houses. So that's enough of yammering for me. Let's get started with our featured speaker for tonight, and that's Mrs. Trayce Bradford. As I mentioned, she is the president of Texas Eagle Forum. Took over in January. Okay. She succeeded Kathy Adams, who hopefully most of you would recognize that name. She did an awesome job for so many years, and she decided to turn the reins over to Mrs. Bradford, and so we really look forward to hearing her speak tonight. It's her first time in Longview, and so if y'all will join me in giving her a great big welcome.
Good evening. I'm really glad to be here. We've been this direction now 3 times in I think the last month, and I do like East Texas, so thank you for having me. And there's so many things, even as you were talking, I started writing down notes of things that I was thinking about, but as we got in the car today, I'm sure for all of us, life is very busy. And I'm a full-time volunteer with Texas Eagle Forum, but I'm also a full-time mom with 7 kids. Our oldest is 28, and our youngest is 8. And so we have pretty wide range there, and we homeschool. So it does make for very busy days. And we are now preparing for session. And I actually could back up and say we started preparing for session the day after the last session ended. So just so y'all know, your legislators, the ones that are really taking this job seriously, they don't quit. They don't go back home and take off till the January, a year and a half later. They work nonstop.